Kia ora and welcome to an Easter playthrough of the Daily Flight in Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I'm Sweet Tunes and I like playing computer games. I particularly enjoy doing beta testing, play testing, helping developers and get the game to be in peak condition before it gets released. And as I've mentioned before, we are now in the demo version, so you can jump on down into that link below, get yourself into the game, have a playthrough, see what you think, and then come over to the Discord and let us know your thoughts. Shara and Mara are on there a lot, and it's really cool to see suggestions that then get incorporated into the game itself. So we'll jump into today's daily flight. Okay, so we're on the way of song. So we are looking at getting birds coming out, playing song on birds, accumulating that up, and then using it to attack the boss, attack the birds, defend ourselves, create glitter bombs, using the fact that each song gets played across every enemy as a bit of a multiplier. But this one is going to be challenging because we start off sleepless, which means that all bosses are wide awake, as it says on the screen. You've got to therefore get a bit of extra defense. It's nice that we've got Turtle Shell, which is going to give us that 15 shield. It'll at least give us a bit of a start. The problem's going to come in the second round with the Falconer, because the Falconer starts off with a flame attack. And if we don't have anything to defend ourselves against it, then that can be really damaging very early on. So we'll see what we can do there. And to counterbalance that, we've got Tit for Tit, which means that we get duplicates of each wild tile. Really good, although if we're not careful in later rounds, we can end up getting our hands clogged with wild tiles and no hand tiles to be able to actually play out. So we shall see how this one goes. Right, so starting hand, our normal attack and defense, and our way of song, and then our 3 tiles that start us off in way of song. Hum keeps our song value for 1 round only. Useful if you've got a decent amount of song built up, or if you've frozen a bird and you want to keep that bird frozen until the next round. Disco Fiasco, this is the great one if you've got a lot of birds on the screen with a high amount of song, then thump the boss for all the song combined. And Peacock's Eye, which we are going to need with the bosses being awake from the start, gives us a decent chunk of defense for every opponent. Okay, so here we are. Beekeeper is already awake, which means that we've already got a combined attack of 13. Fortunately, Sister Claus is not too tricky to take out. The other joy of this one is that it does mean we don't have to worry so much about not hitting the boss to avoid waking the boss up, because he's already awake. So a little bit of a scrub there and get the song out. Alright, so no howl coming out at this point, which means I'm not going to worry about playing any of the song, and we will just leave that. Again, still no howl. I don't particularly want to play the Peacock's Eye at this point because I'm very well defended already, so we will see. Oh, Swooperoni or Magic Owl? We'll go for 2 Swooperonis. And I can. It's going to be a little while because I want the 3 to hit the boss. I'll have a bomb in 3 turns. And see if we can. This is a new thing, which is quite fun. We now get the amount of attack that we're going to get hit by at the end of the turn. Saves a little bit of that mental maths. Now Bridget and Howl come out. So what I can do here is going to need some defense, but if I build that up, I don't have to worry about Howl and Bridget, and use the hum I talked about to bring those round till next turn, because then they'll get blown up by the bomb, and if we're lucky, we'll get the Disco Fiasco coming out. Yes, and Papa. Oh, okay. So that's a really good number of birds coming out, particularly because they're all going to get taken out by the bomb. I will need a bit of defense, but first up we shall use that Disco Fiasco and do a take down of the boss. There you go, 105. That's not bad. We've got one more bird coming out, so I'm going to Swipperoni for next turn. And not going to get hit by 43 because it doesn't count the fact that the bombs will go off first. You still have to do a little bit of maths to check out what's actually going to be happening, but it is still a very useful thing that Mars added in. There you go. Right. So, we don't get our final bird coming out. 55. Oh, blow. Okay. Gonna... I want to be able to take him down. There we go, crescendo. Because that now hits the beekeeper for just enough to get him below the 50 and take him out. And just our straight additional tiles for the next round. So here we have our challenge because we've got the Shrike and the Falconer. And use my Swipperoni for next turn because I like to have a few more birds on screen before the bomb goes off. I can still do a bit of attack on the Shrike, and we'll go digging for an anti-flame thing at this point. And go, so just Kiki. So I definitely need some more defense because the Falconer is going to hit. At this point, let's see what we can get. There we go. Bird bath removes the burning, and I get 2 of those, which is very nice. So get our smoke. Clogs our hand, but not so bad given we're about to end the turn. A nice snow. Again, this is where Tit for Tit's very useful because now we know we've got another bird bath in there for the next set of flame attack. But we're going to at least do a bit of a hit on the Falconer. And hopefully get our second bird bath coming out quickly. Nope. Right, Featherfall is immune to song, but fortunately not immune to an attack. And what's our magic cable give us? That's actually not too bad. I'm just going to take that down. Oh no, that's really do that, hit Jimmy, and get 3 wild tiles. So we know we've got some there. Oh, we got our bird bath. Build up the song. Just take Jimmy out. And a bit of a small bit down on the falconer. Every little bit helps. And yeah, get our superoni going through. Cool. Right. I think on this one we will want to get that going quickly because Coop Fear is pretty strong. Which means I'm not going to want to... maybe keep the song value till next round or not. No, I shall hold off on that one. I'm defended. And then we'll see what we get coming out for the birds. Alright, yeah, second coming and buzz. Right. So we'll use out our magic 8 ball. And a good crescendo. And at this point definitely want to get that defense going up. So defense of 30, not quite enough. So we will heal all... Ooh! That's a new one. Heal opponents for their song. I think I might leave that one for the moment. I'm not really in a mood for healing. Yeah, well, I like the gambling of magic 9 ball, but I think at this point I'd want the guaranteed of extra defense. And take that, and that. I shall hum at this point because that will stop. Oh, I was going to say it's going to stop second coming, and second coming is immune. So never mind. After. Cool. Boost up our defense again. And attack the boss, and then do a little bit just of an extra attack for each bird with the residual song. I shall leave Buzz at this point. Now, as you see here, I'm going to start needing that bird bath to come back out again, which it hasn't, so I shall have to go digging for a bird bath at this point. There we go. And with a draw 3 wild tiles, I'll take out Buzz for us as well. Okay. Nowhere near enough defense at this point. So what have we got in here? Sleep it off as useful for that healing. I really want something that's gonna give me some defense. But we'll just clear some of these out. Not particularly helpful. Barnstormer, although I don't have any slot hogs at the moment. Okay, we'll gamble with the lucky bamboo. No defense tiles. Okay, I'm just going to discard down a little bit so that I can actually get the benefit of the drawing tiles, and we'll put the fiery out. And then attack the boss and draw out the 3 wild tiles, and that's really just so that I've now got enough defense against the falconer. And take out Craven Raid once. So this is what I was talking about the risk of having a hand very, very clogged with tiles. And so really at this point I am just going to be... got 2 of the Sleep It Offs, so I can get rid of those. We're just going to discard down because at this point not much we can actually do. Not going to be enough to counteract the healing, but better than not doing anything. Got enough defense, so we'll just take a big hit onto the falconer. Fortunately, at this point I don't have any other birds coming out, so I can just draw out tiles. Not drawing a lot that is particularly useful, so I'm just going to discard down so that I can get a few useful tiles here. Right. And we want... here we want a lot of defense. More defense than we've got right now. Right, go looking for some more help. hopefully it's a decent amount of... not a decent amount of tiles. What have I got left? Not... although at this point, no more wild tiles, so that's useful. Take that through. It should then re-deal me. Not great. That's nice because I've got the earworm going. Not earworm? Yes, keeping the song value for a turn. And we'll discard that down because hopefully... ah, yes! So now the falconer is frozen. And brilliant. There we go. Attack with the song value, and that'll take him out. And that got a little bit hairy in the middle there. Generally don't tend to like opening as many birds as that, but yeah, it was not a fun level. I don't like it when the boss is awake. You don't get much chance and much leeway, as we have here with Hannibal, where have to start up with some defense because attacking him is a huge risk. No point in playing the Joker because the poacher will destroy it, but I will just... I haven't got any slot hogs, so I'll just use that to take out Hannibal. And now, because the poacher's going to destroy tiles, we will just get rid of the tiles that I don't want to lose. Okay. Need a lot of defense, but we'll... actually, we're going to do this the other way around, I think. Draw out some additional tiles. May bring out a bird, but no. Yeah, do that. I'm going to draw another wild tile to get the additional that I need for defending against Dino as well as the poacher. But we'll keep those song values because hopefully that will give us something nice for next turn. Well, solo's not bad if I don't get anything else to do with the song. I really would like to do something like attacking the boss with that lot, because that's a nice amount of song. Exaltation may be useful. Freeze the birds. But I still want to see if there's anything I can actually attack. There we go. Pick 2 tiles from the draw tile. Because I've got attack the boss in there. Where is it? Ooh, I think doing applause and Disco Fiasco could be rather fun at this point. So you multiply that up. That's not bad. I'm quite pleased with that. And then we'll discard everything, and the poacher can take the slot hog. And we're still got to do stuff to actually get through to the boss again. And need a lot of defense, but Peacock's Eye will give that. I need 72 defense. I need a lot more. Just take those two out. I'd like to use the higher number there, but okay, well, the poacher's frozen. I now have plenty of defense. Baudelaire's going to bring out another tile, but if I take out the Joker, see, now this is handy. Remember to do that, as that the song, once the poacher is frozen, every time I play a song tile, that's going to hit him. And so if I do 2, 3 and a 4, that'll take the poacher out.
Fly free, little sparrow.
So definitely a more challenging run than we've seen in the last few daily flights, but actually good fun once you start to work out the engine and getting those tile combos and the wild tiles, and just as you saw, building up the song and just being able to hit the poacher with applause. That was rather sweet. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, if you like what you see, jump into the demo, have a go, and then let us know what you think. And I will see you next time. Kia ora.